This is an Eris alert. This is an Eris alert. This is an Eris alert for October. We are looking at October 9th on the Null School GFS map. And I want to point out, if I can, notice how that looks like planet Eris and its moon Dysnomia? Almost exactly. Okay, so I don't know what they're going to name this thing, but it's probably going to be a super typhoon mega major. All right, so what I'm thinking, and part of the thing is that if this is the Eris pressure signature, that on the flip side, like if this were a big round ball and you shot a bullet through it, that you would be seeing major pressure around the same area. Okay, does that make sense? And so as of right now, the models have nothing. It's definitely something to look out for. And the Pacific needs to watch out for this major madness mess. What we're looking at here is the latest run of the 12Z Euro. And so my predicted range, trying to get it super specific, was we would see the Eris thingy form around the 8th and then make landfall around the 12th. Now, I would guess my prediction or projection could be 10 days wrong, and it could just be totally wrong together. Even though I nailed Dorian and it was out to sea and nobody was impressed by that, Dorian and Humberto fell in the exact range of the exact place, exact time, the exact latitude. Was it talking about? Yeah, but this is either way, a really weird hurricane season. And B, I can't tell if we've gotten extremely lucky, or if the prayer warriors have really worked, or if our atmospheric defense has improved in lights and leaps and bounds since last year. And so we will find out how correct my theories are this month. And so right now we're watching the GFS. Wait, no, the Euro. Sorry. Where'd it go? Okay. So I want to point out, okay, at the very last frame of the GFS, we're starting to see it draw up. This would be the area for the possible landfalling hurricane to the United States of America, possibly Florida, and up the coast. And on that interesting note, wait, skipping around, crap. The very latest GFS run is extremely fascinating because it takes the hurricane that we're watching, which forms later than I thought, about a week. It forms down there, and then it's like, bam, I'm done. And it's over. But that hurricane earlier that models had been showing, the one it showed it going up through Florida, and then models took it west into the Pacific, but models are now starting to come back east. The GFS is the only model that goes out this late that I have access to, meaning over 10 days. So we won't be getting any major signal clues until the Euro and the other models start to fall in line, which could be anywhere from 3 to 6 more days. But I would prepare for a surprise for the northeast coast. Everybody just needs to be on alert for all of October, I would guess. But I'm saying that if my theory is correct and the Eris pressure is going to go through the planet, then some of the storms around the 11th will be more intense than models are drawing them up right now. Okay. Man. Where am I at here? Okay, so the main things we were looking at are the two main storms where you got around the 11th. So you got the big storm front moving in, and then the next giant wave hitting England or Ireland or whatever. But here's this weird thing that the Euro was showing is like super weird. What we're watching here is a low forms around the 7th, the date I gave for us to be watching for whatever to form. And then the GFS pushes it out to the east. And if we do have good atmospheric defense, that could possibly happen. I mean, it could happen naturally, but the highs are just doing some crazy shit during this stuff. But if you'll notice, so the GFS has this low moving up and coming out. But I'm saying around this date, if this is the flip side of this, then whatever's happening over here could be a whole lot more intense than they're saying. And I want to remind you again, last year, Hurricane Michael, nobody thought it could be a Category 5 hurricane. Most people doubted it would even become a hurricane at all. And it was just me with my Eris alignment thing that was like, oh, dude, this could be Cat 5. So I'm gonna keep the Cat 5 warning open pretty much from now through October. And so any of these storms could surprise to the upside. And another thing that I was trying to point out was that, like, where'd I go over here? If you can follow me here, so like on my theory that if the Eris pressure is cutting all the way through the planet, right? So when you have there you have like Eris and its little moon, right? So it should show up over here somewhere, the same pressure system, and then it would kind of move in lockstep with what these two are doing. Not completely, but in some form. And so if you'll notice, this has that all curving in, and then over in the Atlantic, nothing's happening. I mean, those two show up there. You see there? Wait, they show up a little late. See that? So they're the big typhoons. So it's showing two little dots that kind of back up my theory. You see those two little lows here? They kind of represent what the through the planet pressure would be. Although it doesn't do much with them. And then it takes it up into like Nova Scotia. See that? But it's still, that's kind of like my theory right here. There's Eris. There's Eris. And the pressure that goes all the way through the planet. Like if you were to shoot like a bullet, like boom. So it would be over here on the other side. And so, no matter what we are watching, we all know I've guessed Crystal River at some point. And I think, I could definitely be wrong, but I'm saying everybody needs to be well aware, fully aware of what is going on because of this Eris pressure. And last year, this was the only way I got Category 5 Michael right. And it looks like the models are showing that my pressure theory might be right. I may or may not have gotten the location wrong. Let's wait till October is done and then we'll figure it out. And so, yeah, I mean, either way, it looks like we have a major storm coming. Maybe it'll just be a minor storm with rain. Who knows? I'm just saying, whatever's going on here, like watch the Euro draw it up, bro. Like remember the Euro's like, oh yeah, the Euro doesn't make mistakes, all that shit. So let's watch the Euro again. In the Euro, and the other night I put up a video saying this is the weirdest Euro run I've ever seen. And the Euro is kind of doing the same shit. Like the Euro's like, okay, those two little lows pop up like that, and then they combine, and then they do some. It has no idea what it's doing. And you know that, like, I would put like a giant warning on this video, a giant red alert for the whole East Coast right now, except for people were so angry that like Humberto and Dorian didn't hit. So I've already done enough for the year. But yeah, dude, I would be like, holy shit, if I'm right and any of these two dots are right, I mean, if it's just like Michael last year, where they don't get it, then these two could be major, and they could be possibly going wester than the models are guessing now. And so I look back last year, and at the time that Michael, it was like there was Michael was the Cat 5, and then 2 weeks later, this was the Cat 5 over here. You see what I'm saying? So, and I haven't figured out the planetary pressure stuff yet, but so what I'm saying is, if we flip flop it, then if this gets the Cat 5 now, and then that would make it the Cat 5 coming 2 weeks from now, over here probably. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to watch, because this was YouTube last year, October 23rd, about 12 days later. And so about 12 days, we will be watching the same time range. Or not, It's up to you, bro. But all the models keep drawing up some type of major hurricane forming, or some type of CAG, Central American Gyre, over here. And so, yeah. Man, like it's still going to be major October. Let's, let me do this again. Like, just look at that, dude. And then you're getting your little red dot. Last year we had the red dot as well. Like, see that? How it's like right there? Boom, boom. And then boom, boom. So there's Eris. There's the moon. How will it affect the other side of the planet? We don't know. And then how will it affect us 2 weeks from now? We don't really know. But I will be here telling you guys. Yeah, and I'm a little grumpy, but extremely grateful, because I paid rent today. So thank you all very much. Although we came in $200 short of the $777, but my electric bill isn't due to the 9th. And did you know that when Imelda destroyed the biggest mail distribution center in Texas, or in America, that was in Southeast Texas, the mail is almost like totally shut down. Not totally, but the mail's definitely gotten weird. And yesterday, someone broke into my mailbox with a screwdriver. So, and then I've been under attack since Imelda, like crazy. So I'm grateful that we made it, and I will still be here doing what I can to do what I do best. And I want to super thank Karen, Stew for Smokes, Kenneth, Robert, Kung Pao Chicken, Kenneth, Athena, Lynn, CJ, Matthew, Brady, Kay, Kenneth E, David, Robin, Carol, Brant, Casey, Elizabeth, Michael E, Caleb, Jacob, Sean, Joy, William, Ron, Joffrey, and Mona. Y'all are amazing, and I thank you. And so I will continue to be your planetary defense commander, and hopefully the money will catch up, because yeah, it's going to be a freaking wild October. There's Eris right there. And so whether or not I got the Crystal River hurricane correct, we should definitely be watching whatever the major hurricane that's going to come out of the Gulf does. I mean, if you're into that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And so you just had like a category 1 or 2 hurricane hit England, and crazy days indeed. Yeah, so this is the run from the 12Z that's showing more of the, like, what I'm talking about is that if the Eris pressure manifests itself on this side of the planet, this would be more of what we're looking at. Like I said, I would be putting out, like, warning, East Coast, worst case scenario, prepare for it just in case. It might not happen. Like, people were so like, So I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, fine. I mean, I'm talking about it now, and I've been talking about it for a long time, and hopefully people will be ready, because I think we're going to see a Cat 5 around here. Whether or not it hits anybody, we don't know, but like, because before the season, I said we were going to see a major hurricane around the 18th, 23rd of September. We saw Category 5, people. And so now I've been saying we're going to see a Category 5 in the middle of October. And so there's a Category 5, people. And I think we'll see something like this manifest around the United States. It's just nobody believes me. I could be totally wrong, so who knows? But I'm just saying that, like, yeah, I mean, I'd pay attention, like, who knows? Like, at this point, I'm just super happy that I get to continue to do this, to carry out my theory, because, like, since the 23rd, they were hacking my stuff and going after my mailbox and just doing a bunch of weird shit all around. I haven't gotten a lot of help or a lot of support. I'm not talking about the people who have been praying for me or the people who donated. I'm saying that, like, in general, me at almost 7 years of THORnews, doing my best to bring you all the best information. I just think I deserve a few more rewards than what I've gotten. And so I'm just saying, I don't even know. I'll keep reporting. I mean, I'll keep telling y'all about it, and all the signs are there, but there's no reason for me to be putting up red alerts, or because I've talked about it all year, and if people don't believe me now, then if they want to get caught by surprise, then get caught by surprise, man. Yeah. There's freaking Eris right there. Boom, boom. And so, yeah, a major Category 5 hurricane showed up specifically in the window at the exact location where I said in September. It just didn't hit. So now it's October. And this would be the 8th, so this would fall right in the window. Now, we'll have to watch how the pressure affects the other side of the planet and the whole thing 2 weeks later, the major hurricane coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. What was it talking about? Anyway, so everybody have a happy Friday. I'll try to snap back into action. But I'm super grateful to see if my theory is correct or not, and I appreciate all the love and support that I've gotten in the prayers. And if I had to guess, I would still say, I definitely think Crystal River's on the table, and a surprise East Coast hurricane could be on the table as well. But who knows? Take your own guesses too. It's fun. Asterisk. Okay. God bless everyone. Stay cool. And I'll snap out of it.